Hi girly puffs, in today's video I'm going to specifically be trying out this e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream. I've never heard anyone talk about it. I've heard everybody rave and go crazy like the Tasmanian devil over this halo glow, and then you guys are wasting half of it and throwing it out and making big lip glosses. If you guys have been here a second, you might know that my very favorite of all time is the it Cosmetics CC Cream, and it's in the Illumination. I have tried the original and I really like it. It's a little bit more of a heavy coverage and less of that glazed donut look. I'm never looking to look like a disco ball, like textured, chunky. You see her? I love disco balls, right? But I want to look like a delicious Krispy Kreme fresh off that rack, just getting rolled and glazed. Smooth, imperfections filled is what this does. And I'm really hopeful that this does the same. It's the hydrating version, but it's not an illumination. So if it gives like the original, I will be stoked, because literally I think it costs, I don't even remember, 12 bucks. It costs this much compared to the it Cosmetics. Are you kidding me? Steal. I'll take that price any day, so I can't wait to try it out. This is a part of the Camo line. I really like the Camo concealer. It gives heart shape tape. And then the liquid blushes. I haven't tried really tons of expensive ones like the Road and all that. Sorry, Selena, I'm forgetting your brand. Hers, very cute. I haven't tried them. They seem expensive. The Camo one, I've been wearing it and I'm obsessed. And the bronzer contour, I love it. It's more of a contour than a bronzer, but they're pretty highly pigmented and they last on your liquids. You don't have to set them with powders. You can just do setting sprays. But I'm going to just do my regular full face, but I'm going to give you all my first impression reactions of this. I want to come to a hypothesis without manipulating the variables, so I want to only use one new product with all the other products I already know I love and work good on my skin, and I think they'll work good with this. It's a full coverage, long lasting, dewy finish with vitamin B5, tremella mushroom, and hyaluronic acid. Sounds really nice to me. And it is an SPF 30. I will say they're already losing there because this is an SPF 50, but if you know, you know. If not, it's fine. But you can obviously just use a regular sunscreen. In my day-to-day life, though, I like to use this to refresh my sunscreen. It's the e.l.f. 45 Broad Spectrum. It's probably not the best for oily skin girls that like to look matte because it's very dewy and sunscreen and glowy, but it would be nice because, you know, you need to reapply. My face is actually blown up too, so we have some redness that we're gonna get to try and cover, so let's get to it. Let's get physical. And I got mine in the color Fair 120N with the neutral beige undertones. I wanted to get the one with the warm undertones, but they were out of stock. Oh, let's see. I'll try it on the back of my hand first. This feels like a big bottle. How many ounces is it? It's only 1 ounce. And this one's a 1.8 ounce. It just is a very long, skinny bottle. It's nice. We're comparing. Okay. Don't worry, I will keep in mind the price range too. Okay, it's thick, but it feels very blendable and soft and velvety. I'm actually really into it. I kind of want to just start applying it on. My moisturizer is nice and rubbed in. It's been sitting for a second. We'll brush my eyebrows up. Make sure there's nothing sticky, no moisturizer crazy. And then I'm going to dot it on. I actually love with my it Cosmetics to use my fingers because it's the fastest and I can just wash my hands real quick. I know everything's constantly clean. So I'm going to do that with this. I will say, you can always use a sponge. I love the Paw sponges. I get the big pack off Amazon. I think they're better than the like $20 beauty blenders. I've tried hundreds of kinds of sponges. I can promise you that. I actually weirdly like this one brand at TJ Maxx that sells in a 3-pack. My mom found it for me one time and I love it. And the Paw sponges. I tried the e.l.f. silicone one recently. That's my newest one I tried and I actually hated it. It's a really bad sponge. So literally just don't buy that one. But I would say most sponges you can't go wrong. This is pretty pale and I'm honestly impressed with the coverage. If you can see, it's spreading out pretty far with the amount on the back of my hand. And then I was also going to say you can use a brush. I love to use the big Tarte one, but I did buy that pack of e.l.f. brushes, and there's the complexion brush, the ultimate blending brush. I think that'd be nice. You could always use the putty one, the putty applicator one, because it's a short, dense one. It's just a little bit smaller. If you like to work fast, that's kind of why I love this. The Tarte one, it got a little smushed in my drawer, but it's like a kabuki. They did have a kabuki too on e.l.f., but I bought a set because it was cheaper than buying single brushes. Okay, this is actually not drying down too fast, which I love, but it doesn't seem sticky where it's not ever gonna dry down, but you have time to work with it because it's pretty full high coverage. It's covering all my redness pretty impressively, honestly. Like, wow. And that's just still what was on the back of my hand. It was a pretty big pump, I will say. Can you hear that? It's very soft. It might actually be literally the most perfect color match ever, huh? I was gonna say it might be one shade too light, but I think right now it's actually directly on, especially once I put contour, bronzer, blush, eyes, once I put all my colors back. Does it look good? Because in the mirror, it's like identical. Like I don't have to drag it down my neck. I will because there's SPF in it that I want on my neck, but try it down the neck and see. I'm just gonna pump a little pump. Now you see why my bottles get dirty because my hand's covered in foundations. You know, see, it's a little bit more warm than my natural skin tone because my neck is light because I put a lot of SPF on it. I think I might have got a good color. Sometimes when it's a little white or too light for your skin, that can always accentuate texture. It's always better to be directly on shade because being too light makes it look textured. So I was a little nervous. It's like blurring, softening. Come on in close. I'm gonna try and get, so now sometimes even with the IT Cosmetics, I will have to put a little bit of concealer, and I love the Bye Bye Under Eye. It's for my redness because you just need a tiny, the smallest bit goes far. I will say I am using a bit of product to try and cover some of my super red spots right now. I don't normally do, maybe I should stop. But I would normally just blend this out, so because you don't want to look too thick and cakey, okay? So start light, and then you can always just conceal specific spots. So if you specifically have a dark under eye, just do that. Or if you just have a dot red. But I want this all over as a base because it has that SPF in it. Get your ears, don't forget, behind your ears. I was gonna wear my hair down today. Maybe I should do like a cute little updo. I'm kind of liking the bun. Don't forget your eyelids. It is still a little wet, but I obviously did just apply some more. So let's give it a second and see how it goes. I love the texture. It's a thick, soft, lotiony foundation. It's not a foundation though, it's like a CC cream, but you can still see some of the red that I will conceal a little. If you ever do too dark of something, you can use a really pale concealer and lighten it up. But today it's a little pale, so before I even conceal, maybe let's do a little bronzing. Also, after your fingers, if you feel like you still need to blend it out, you can always go in with a sponge or a brush of some sort. Make sure you're never mixing your brushes in your powders and your creams. Only stick to one, or else it's gonna look cakey. It's a little bit of a thinner, I will say, I think this may be a touch heavier coverage. Like, this thing's a full coverage foundation. I would say this is more medium, just because of how my redness can pop through, but their color options were kind of minimal. They had a few, like, they had a decent start to a color range, but e.l.f.'s a pretty big brand. I think they could definitely expand, especially for the black women. There was, what, 4 colors? I'll put a picture of the color range here. You can kind of get an idea yourself. Now, I think I'm actually not going to talk you through anything. I'm just going to try and speed through my makeup, chat as we go if there's anything to talk about, but I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. We can do some check-ins throughout the day, and I will update you. Let me just finish my application for today. Okay, randomly, I'm actually noticing something I typically would need to cover with my IT Cosmetics is the purple under eyes. Don't even need a touch-up. Redness, super redness can peek through. Light redness escapes. I will touch up just like a little bit of that line right there just to make it look fluffy, but the coverage is impressive for purple. The texture looks nice and smoothing. It is a glazed donut, but there's like a hint of disco ball that can happen if you have too much product. So make sure you sponge it off or brush it off or move it around. Make sure there's not too much product on. You just want like a light dusting because too much of anything is not good. But after I do my eyes, I'll do my setting spray and I'll see if I even feel like I need powder. I try and avoid it and just finish with setting sprays because I think it looks, I love that glowy cream face look. I'm gonna kill him. I don't know, I love him. Okay. Anyways, I got makeup in my hair. Really quick before I do my mascara, I wanted to update you and say I'm obsessed. I was teetering on the fact that I got too light of a color, so I was like, I was a little bit like, oh, the texture's just a hint off. And I went like this, and I sponged my, not sponged, I brushed my whole face, like I just blended it all. The way it became more of this perfect satin finish, and it blends. I have cream blush, cream contour, and cream highlight on, so no powders on top of it. They have all blended so seamlessly. If I were to do powders on top of creams, I always wait for them to dry down like this first to give them the best chance. And before that, I will do a setting spray. Let me do my mascara, setting spray, and then we're pretty much done. If I need to powder after setting spray, sometimes it'll just be in this little T area, but the finish is fantastic. It's giving good skin. The texture seems kind of smooth. You can still see, obviously, like I have a little bit of texture from the bumps. Like it's not magical serum, but it's really good at coverage. It doesn't seem to add texture. It seems to hide it a bit. The most it can. I've never found anything that literally makes your texture invisible. They would be selling for so much money. Was there anything else I wanted to tell you about this? I'm obsessed with it. I even zoomed you all the way in just so you could see the texture, and I was using my super zoomed in mirror too. I've got my big mirror, but then I've got this one, and I can go super magnifying, which this is dangerous because I'll accidentally pick at my face. It doesn't look cakey or textury. I will say if I get 1/2 shade darker, it's too pale for me, but I know it's fine because all winter I'll be using it. And if you don't use SPF in the winter, let me just give you this little tidbit. Don't plants get sunshine indoors through the windows? Yes, they do. So people always say, oh my gosh, you look so young. People don't always say that. I've been told that a couple times. I tell them I drink a lot of water. I kind of try and eat healthy. I should eat better. I'm addicted to sugar, and I wear a lot of sunscreen. I love the sun too, so I just have to be careful about it. I like to find the balance because I'm a lizard. Like literally, like something about sitting there soaking up the sun is recharging my batteries. And let me finish, and then I don't know what to do. I said in my last video, it's Anastasia. It's Laura Mercier powder I'm obsessed with. Anytime you do have a zit and it's really well covered, I'm also obsessed with this dollar store brush. It's what I blended everything in with. When I have it covered, like color-wise, obviously there's still texture. I like to use this see, I did it again. Laura Mercier powder, purely because it has some blurring effects, okay? It is still gonna cover, so it's going to keep my foundation on when I eat, or if I wipe it, it's not gonna wipe my coverage away and then I just have a red spot. So I like to powder my acne. I don't know why I forgot until I literally was just about to do it. And then also, if your under eyes look good, sometimes I'll give it like a super light powder with just like leftover powder on the sponge. I have it in the lid. I'm just dipping. I'm gonna do a little here, not too much because I really like the texture it is, but it's a hot day and I'm going outside, so just giving myself the optimal chance for survival. And then if you wear sunglasses or anything, or regular glasses, I do the sides of my nose and it kind of contours. Boom. There's nothing on here, I'm just rubbing it on the white parts. Maybe it'll do something. Now, my mascara is pretty dry, everything's dry. Try not to get your hair or jewelry, but setting spray, this is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I feel so hydrated. I feel like I have a moisturizer on my skin, like a lightly wet, like soft, not super wet, just like a light moisturizer, but it's very, very minimal makeup. If anything, it might be the powder I can feel. So it doesn't feel dry. I don't need to add any hydration in. I have the SPF. I don't need SPF setting spray. This should hopefully help it last all day. It lasts so good. This one I think is like a very light, big spread out mist, so you do have to get closer. But be careful because if you do too much, one time I got these weird little spots. Okay, I'm obsessed. I gotta do my hair and jewelry, but I'm obsessed. Right now, she's getting a literal 10 out of 10. I obviously need to finish wearing her, see how she wears throughout the day, see how she washes off. That's just me being hopeful. It's literally perfect all day. Like, hello?
Moments later.
This is what I look like in outdoor lighting. I don't know if you can tell a difference. Let me come in the shade. The lip is really red though. I can see a little bit of my redness peeking through, but I like it. It's pretty pale though, as you can see. I could have used maybe like one warmer shade. I might need to go sponge some off.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay, Bookies. I will say, I actually wish I got 1/2 shade to 1 shade darker, because you can always brighten or lighten something up. but I think it's a little pale, so it can kind of sit on top of the skin a little bit. So that's just a shade match concern. The places that I have like super paler skin already naturally, it's so good. I love the way it blends with my contour and blush. I'm giving her a 10 out of 10. Like, she's really good. Really, really good. Obviously, with SPF, there's always the chance of flashback. If you don't know what flashback is, it's where you take a photo and the flash reflects off of your skin, so your skin turns white. It's like, psh, it looks silly. So if you're going to a wedding or somewhere with flash photography, avoid any product with SPF. Certain HD products look really good under flash photography, but be careful because too much can give a flashback too. HD powders and things like, you just gotta be specific with it. So yes. Oh, those are some tops I crocheted. You can kind of see a hint of. But anyways, I'm about to go to dinner in a little bit, so I need to do something with my hair. Today was like, I wore it in a headband, like pushed back as you saw, but I don't want the headband anymore. I don't want the headband on anymore. So maybe I'll do like a little half up situation. That'd be cute. I just realized I forgot to close out the video because I wanted to let you guys know I did love it. 10 out of 10. I just want to get a proper shade color, so make sure you get your right shade match and you'll love it. But I really do think it is a dupe for the regular IT Cosmetics. It's not glowy like the Illumination, but ever since filming this video, they even have come out with new products. So if you go check out their line, they have an hydrating one and they have a Halo Glow CC Cream. They have new products, but stay tuned and subscribe because next week we're doing a full phase of all brand new products to me of e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm rating them. I'm testing them throughout the day and letting you know. So if you like this type of like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton, and I love you so much. Bye, girlies. I'll see you next week. I love you. Have the best week ever, okay? Take care of yourself.